Good morning, Taurus. Welcome to Keykeys Doorway. Let's see what our past life want us to relive for September 8th to September 14th, 2018. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Taurus' past life want them to relive for September 8th to September 14th? Ooh. Okay. All right, Taurus. I guess we know what it is. Lord. What actions will we be taking in the week of September 8th to September 14th? What best qualities want to come out for September 8th to September 14th? What actions in the form of our best qualities want to come out? Okay. Let's figure it out. See. Okay. So Mr. and Mrs Taurus says, our past life want us to relive. Okay. All right. We have been getting this along with Virgos and Scorpios. So I think we know now. It ain't no I think. We know, you know, we know that our past life want us to know again, and again, that in our past lives, in our ancestor lives, and in this life, that we are the high priest and high priestess. We are already on that voyage of reliving, reloving, and relearning about ourselves. It is asking you to relive your high priest and high priestess side of ourselves. And what does that mean for you? On Keykeys Doorway reference, I'm going to put benefits and qualities of a high priest and high priestess to give us a blueprint of what others have known about being exposed or have read about the qualities and the influence of how high priest and priestess have been to others, human beings. Yes, Mr. and Miss Tauruses. We're now listening to our intuition. Your natural talents and abilities are starting to come out in the open. You're no longer afraid of who you are spiritually. In fact, you're starting to tap into your spiritual side of self. And you're seeing that your spiritual side has always been there through your talents, through your hobbies, through your best qualities of who you are. But now you're standing in your truth of it. You're embracing it, mind, body, and spirit. And from that, people are going to become drawn to you. And the events that you intuitively felt are going to become a reality. So now is the time to set positive intentions. Look at everything in a luxurious, leadership, and loving manner. Because we're about to get a lot of bounty, and we have to know and feel and see that we are worthy, that we are valuable, and that we are divine. The energy of the high priest and high priestess will no longer feel like the three of air. The energy we have came from have caused us great sadness. So we have used, or we are about to use, Mr. and Mrs Taurus, Mr. and Mrs Taurus. You have learned how to not tame what causes you emotional, mental, or physical sadness, but you have figured out how to transform, translate, and transgress, travel towards the things, people, places, and things that's going to make you happy. You're no longer going to be battling and staying around people and places and things that cause you sadness. You're going to instead surrender and drop those things at your feet and bring towards you great soul connections. You're going to start bringing in sensuality. You're going to start bringing in a healthier sex life. You're going to start bringing in soothing talks to yourself, soothing, successful words to yourself to bring in those abundance. Because I've noticed as a Taurus that if I think or if I speak lack of or things that I think make me not worthy, it will start to become a reality, because I did not realize the high priest and priestess has always been there. And we must see our lives as cup full of over or cup full. I would rather hear or see or feel in my life my emotional cup being already half full, and the people and places and things that I'm going to be welcoming in my life to be filling me up more, where I become that ace of cup, overflowing. That is our quest, Mr. and Mrs Taurus. We know that our cup is already half full. We are now taking that up to make that become the ace of cups, to be emotionally satisfied with who we are mentally, to be satisfied with who we are physically, to be satisfied with who we are through our actions and the roles we take. Because when we do that, the need to forgive yourself and others will become a template, our biggest strength. How people will start to see us when we do that is the 5 of air. They're going to think, or we're going to feel, that that approach is unwise. However, if we start to accept both who we are mentally, who we are emotionally, and who we are physically, like really sit with ourselves. Who are you mentally? Mentally, for example, I can say I love that I have a strong intuition, that I know that my intuition, that my mind is so expansive that it is always growing. And to see my brain as always growing, I become empathetic to learning from others and teaching others what I have learned. Emotionally, I feel even in expressing myself. Before, I did not like to express my emotions. I felt that I would be looked at as unwise, unlogical, or too feminine in my emotions, or where it didn't lack logic, like that masculine side of myself. Now I bring out that masculine side of myself through the words I say now, and bring in that feminine touch in how I deliver it. So now when I speak, I don't feel afraid to speak my emotions, because I know it's coming from my mental clarity. Physically, I am a work in progress, meaning who I am now is not who I was last week physically. Physically, last week, I was 60 pounds lighter. Now, this week, I am 59 pounds lighter. So, yes, I was 60 pounds. Now I lost a pound. That shows immensely. I start to see how I move is a little lighter. So now, rather than feel bad that I'm not in a steady pace with my body, I'm starting to acknowledge that I have come a long way with how I look at body image. So start to see what are the mental, emotional, and spiritual growth you have done to turn that sadness into strength. So when people look at you and when you look at yourself, you start to see that those unwise thoughts or the unwise choice or that unwise feelings are now becoming wise feelings, wise choices, wise emotions, wise mental clarity. Learn what you can from the situation. That way it will help build what you think is into we're going to turn that U-N into the letter A. And or Y. See how that and turned into that wise and un? We're going to turn that and into a wise choice. Review everyone's motives, including your own. Once you review your own motives or your own intentions, then you start to no longer be concerned of how other people's motives and intentions are going to be seen. You'll start to have more clarity of why people do the things they're doing for you or from you, and the direction you're going to end, the action you're going to end the week off will be the 10 of Earth. Look at that. Yeah. Woo. Completion. You are becoming a master of your material gains. You're becoming a master of your emotional strengths. You're becoming more grounded in who you are spiritually. A very happy family life will start to appear, and you will start to see that you have a happy family life. It was all about taking or looking at in a more spiritual way what has caused you great sadness and see the strengths in them, and what you thought was unwise and see the wisdom in them. When you have done that, now you see your family life, your friends' life, the friendships that you have in your life, the love that you have in your life, the career path you have in your life, that life purpose you have in your life, the school choice you have in your life, the teachers you're going to be encountering in your life, the emotions that you're going to start to see as a work in progress, but nonetheless a beautiful one, will bring in financial security. You're starting to find the magic in the little things in life. Little things in life, for example, breathing, walking, talking, hearing, seeing, having a roof over your head, having clothes on your back, having your teeth, having your organs, having a mind, having intuition, having people, places, and things that want to see you. Like Cheers, everybody wants to know your name. Because everywhere you go, you spread that magic. So, Mr. and Mrs Taurus, no, I love you. I love you. And you are going to transform into that high priest and high priestess side of yourself. Because your innermost desires, dreams, and hopes are going to come to you. Now is the time to mentally, emotionally, and spiritually know that. That's what your high priest and high priestess side want us to know. Because when we do, we will get that bounty. It is here. But it doesn't want to give us that if we don't feel and know that we deserve it. So now, the moment of truth. Know that we deserve it. Know that it's coming. Know that you have learned all the life lessons and blessings to get you to this destination. We will see you on the other side.